Welcome back to the channel. Today we have a Dirt Devil MVP in classic Dirt Devil red. This is a Goodwill find vacuum. I believe it was 10 bucks. I've had it for a while. Haven't done too much with it, but I thought we'd take a look at it today. There was once a time when these were really common vacuums, but I haven't been seeing as many of them now. Seems like time has kind of caught up to these. This one's pretty brittle, but it's still mostly intact. It has a 4-position height adjustment, which is pretty nice. A quick release wand, and also it was equipped with a headlight. The bulb is currently burned out, but the lens is nice. And we do have some of the onboard tools still on it. We have a crevice tool, and we have a dusting brush. This model had storage on the back for an extra belt, and also it had a spot where you could put extra bags. That's kind of cool. We have the wand is stored on the side, and it is an extendable wand, so that's kind of cool. It has this little springy pad that holds it in position. Royal Appliance Manufacturing Company. Model 088305. 12 amps. This one's a little bit noisier than some of the lower amp ones, but should have pretty good performance. So this is pretty nice. It has a wooden brush roll. Kind of reminds me of a Kirby brush roll. Pretty nice. Bristles are somewhat stiff, so I'd say this will do a good job on carpet. Too bad you don't see brush rolls like this on cheaper vacuums anymore. Nowadays everything's plastic. When I was little, I had the toy version of this vacuum, and it looked very similar to this. It definitely looks like a big toy. Up on the handle, we have a nice rubberized hand grip, and it actually feels pretty good in your hand. Let's take a look at the bag housing on this. I currently have a Hoover bag in this. I custom fitted it because that's the only bag I had on hand, and it works for testing purposes. But you pull this tab, and then the bag door comes off. So you have the bag, goes into the bag there, and then you also have a premotor filter. When I found this at the thrift store, the bag in it had burst. It was a paper bag, and this was full of cat litter. The whole bottom of the bag chamber, you couldn't even see the filter, so I had to clean all that out. But luckily this filter does a really decent job with protecting the motor, because there wasn't much in the motor area, I don't think, and it sounds good, so motor seems to be fine. The on-off switch is located conveniently at the top of the vacuum, right here. Like a lot of the Dirt Devils of the time, this is fitted with a swivel cord hook. So you can easily remove the cord, which is always nice. Let's do a quick pickup test and see how well it agitates these crumbs out of the rug. I'd say that did a good job. It actually seemed to agitate almost as good as some of my Simplicity vacuums. And they have pretty high agitation. This gets good suction from the hose end as well. Overall, I'd say this is a pretty good vacuum uh, for its time. I believe this was in the mid 90s. I'll have to double check the manufacture date, but when you had bagless vacuums starting to come into existence, this definitely would have been, in my opinion, a better option than a lot of the bagless vacuums that were coming out. So I'd say this was a good budget vacuum for its time. And it definitely has a iconic look to it. Really reminds me of a big toy. But it's a pretty unique machine. Like I said, I don't see too many of these anymore. Seems like they've all kind of headed to the dump, so I decided to grab this one, but I'll have to do some additional pickup tests with this and see how it does on pet hair and also on sand. So that'll be coming soon. So thank you for watching.